Hi guys, so for tonight's video I'm going to be attempting to communicate with the dead using different apps on my phone. Some are free, some that I've had to pay for, but either way we're going to test them and see if they work. Now you're probably wondering why I didn't upload a video on Halloween. It's because I wanted to record it on Halloween. It's actually right now, at the time of recording, it's Halloween night. And the reason I wanted to record this tonight is because Halloween night is the night where the veil is the thinnest between the living and the dead. So it just made sense to me to record it on Halloween and then put it up a few days later. I hope that's okay. And not only is it Halloween, there's also a full moon tonight. And not only that, it's also a blue moon. So tonight's energy is super, super powerful, which is why I really wanted to record this video tonight as opposed to recording it before Halloween and put it up on Halloween. Does that make sense? I think it does. Anyway, moving on. So I'm going to get comfortable. I've made a little area down here on the floor and yeah, let's go. Boy, does my hair look wonky? You don't care about my hair, do you? No, didn't think so. Before I get started, I just want to tell you something, a little story that you might enjoy. So, I have oracle cards, and this morning I started my tarot journal. Even though I have oracle cards, it doesn't matter. But I have an Alice in Wonderland tarot journal because I love Alice in Wonderland. And also, the reason I got this is because the cards that I have, Alice in Wonderland oracle cards. I even have an Alice in Wonderland pouch for them. I started my tarot journal this morning, and it encourages you to do a card of the day. So pull one card in the morning to give you daily guidance for the day ahead. So the card I pulled this morning was this one. There you go. Such a Curious Dream, and it's about grounding, returning to reality and coming home. The first thing that really struck me when I pulled this card is that last night I did have a curious dream. It was a really weird dream. I was on the beach. There was a deck chair on the sand which my grandmother was sitting on. Now my grandmother passed away 13 years ago. She was sitting on this, and as I've mentioned in previous videos, me and my grandmother were extremely close. Anyway, so she was sitting on this deck chair on the beach, on the sand, and I was kind of sitting on her lap, and then these waves were coming over and they were getting higher and higher, and she was like lifting me up a little to make sure that the waves didn't crash over my head. So they were coming up to like my waist. That's not my waist. Coming up to my waist because I was being lifted. And yeah, I thought that was really interesting. So I thought this card was maybe encouraging me to look into that dream a bit more. And what I realized, or what I've decided to interpret the dream as, is even though I've been going through a really difficult time lately, I'm not going to go into it, I'm not going to bore you with it, but let's just say I've been struggling quite a lot with my mental health, and I've had issues with friends that have now ex-friends. But anyway, I took this dream as my grandmother supporting me through this, keeping my head above water, because in the dream she was literally keeping my head above water. So I took that as a sign of her still supporting me wherever she may be, still caring about me and helping me get through these difficult times that I've been going through. So I just wanted to share that with you. Thought you might enjoy it. I did. How beautiful these cards are, absolutely gorgeous. If you want me to do a video on oracle cards, let me know. I'm not planning on doing it, but if you want it, I'll do it. Okay, so let's get back to what I was actually doing the video for. So we are going to attempt to communicate with the dead using different apps on my phone. To enhance this, what I've done, I've got a few things prepared. I keep looking at the camera, but I should be looking at the lens. There. So I've got a few things prepared. I have a white candle, and I am going to turn the lights off because, you know, it's kind of a seance, isn't it? So it needs to be dark and mysterious. Okay, I've few candles here. I'm going to be trying these. These are paranormal investigation hearing aids. I've got my EMF meter. Let's turn the EMF on. There you go. I wonder if the video camera makes it go off. No, it doesn't. So if it goes off, it should be paranormal. I'm just lighting some tea light candles as well. I've done as many things that I can think of to make this work. So I have frankincense oil burning in here, and I also have jasmine incense. See it? Little incense cone. This is looking like quite a fire hazard right now. Got some crystals. I have black obsidian. This is for protection and dispelling negative energy. I have sodalite, which is to enhance intuition and psychic abilities, I believe. I have selenite or selenite, and this one is to connect to higher realms, I believe. And finally, I have blue quartz. Blue quartz amplifies intuition and enhances clear and open communication. So that's why I chose this one. I have lots of crystals. So I've selected these because I believe these are the ones that will help me the most to achieve my goal of communicating with the dead. So let's turn the lights off. Yeah, that's quite cool, isn't it? So I'm going to be trying a few different ways to communicate. Oh, so creepy. I'm just going to recite this chant that I found. Hear these words, hear my cry, spirit from the other side. Come to me, I summon thee, cross now the great divide. Hear these words, hear my cry, spirit from the other side. Come to me, I summon thee, cross now the great divide. Hear these words, hear my cry, spirit from the other side. Come to me, I summon thee, cross now the great divide. What I'm going to do now is try these headphones. It's like a volume button on the side. If I put up to full volume, and hopefully this will work. Hear these words, hear my cry, spirit from the other side. Come to me, I summon thee, cross now the great divide. Hear these words, hear my cry, spirit from the other side. Come to me, I summon thee, cross now the great divide. Hear these words, hear my cry, spirit from the other side. Come to me, I summon thee, cross now the great divide. Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? Okay, I'm not really hearing anything. Okay, so the first one I'm going to try is called Ghost Hunting something. I'll put a picture of the thumbnail for you. I think the batteries are going on this. It's really irritating my ear. Receive this. See a handprint first, and then this. Are there any spirits here that would like to communicate with me? If I hold the stone, it's meant to help with communication. And this is still on green. Oops, sleeping. Maybe something's happening. Would anyone like to communicate with me? Oh, it's getting more intense. Can you talk to me? Goodbye. You see that? It says goodbye on the screen. So it started off by saying goodbye. That means nobody wants to talk to me. This still says goodbye. It's not changing from goodbye. get kind of bored of waiting. Yeah, I'm bored. Let's try a different one. Paratech. Can you see it? I think maybe because the light is on. Maybe dimmer. You see that? No.
Relax.
Relax, it said. Okay.
Pair.
Pair. Okay, that actually makes sense because the team now, the paranormal team that I have, is just a pair of us. It's just me and Laura now. Long story. And actually when it said relax, that makes a lot of sense as well, because I have been very stressed the last few weeks. Like very stressed. So relax, pair, harvest, I'm not sure about that one.
Vase.
And it said it like vase, but it's spelled vase or vase. I did buy some flowers today, and maybe it's telling me I need to put them in a vase so they don't
Keep.
keep. Some of it's making sense, but is it just random? I don't
Emily.
know. Emily. I don't know an Emily.
Quiet.
Quiet. She's telling me to be quiet.
Unlock.
Unlock.
Y.
Okay, it's just the letter Y. My mother's name begins with a Y.
John.
My brother's name is Jonathan. Okay, so that was Paratech. Okay, I'm gonna try one more thing without any apps. Let's turn the lights off. Okay. Are there any spirits here with me tonight? That's the sound of my boiler. Sorry. Well, it doesn't look like any spirits wanted to communicate with me this evening. A little bit disappointed. My original plan was actually to go to a graveyard, but it's been raining and I didn't want my camera and stuff and equipment to get wet. I don't care if I get wet, but I didn't want, damaging my stuff. But anyway, it was fun trying, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for coming to hang out with me, spending time with me, because it is getting quite lonely here in lockdown. But me and my teammate Laura did film a ghost hunt video, I think 2 weeks ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So that one will be edited and put up soon, probably next Monday. I'm a busy woman. I've got 2 kids. Don't be too hard on me. I wish I could put up videos like 3 or 4 times a week. I would love that. So I will see you in the next video.